Why did you get involved in this project?
Cameron?
Because I wanted to make my own movies, and this was a story that I had, been working on for a while, so I thought it would lend itself well to an independent production. Then I contacted these guys who I like as actors, and I don't know why they did it, but
I owed him a huge favor back in the day, so I agreed to come on. Why we did it is because we wanted to do something, a story that's a little different than normal indie films, and how the structure of their stories and what they usually go for. We were very, ambitious and we tried to have a broader mind in what we were trying to do. And a fun film, action-packed, a good story, and that's why we came out. Treasure of the Black Jaguar. It's a little different than your normal indie films that are about someone working in a grocery store, about the daily life of one guy and all those things. Kind of bring it together and make a fun
14-year-old's first experience masturbating.
Something like that. So it's good.
I did, I suppose, because Cameron, he asked me to do We're members of the Actors Studio, and I'd seen him work there, and I thought he was a good actor. And I liked the script, and he showed me some of the work of the director, and I liked the look of that. So, and the character was quite interesting, and it was good. I signed on to do it, went off to the desert, and had fun.
It was a chance to go camping.
A chance to go camping at the same time. And nearly kill each other.
That's really the real reason I did the movie. I hadn't gone camping in a while since I was in Boy Scouts, and I wanted to relive my youth a little bit.
It looks like it was a really fun movie to make. Do you guys have any stories?
Oof, wow.
It was great fun, We nearly went nuts out in the desert, though, I cracked up at one stage there.
We all did. We all cracked. We all took a toll on all of us.
I mean, we were camping out there for like over 2 weeks, and it was just a very intense process. We had our tents and our trucks and our equipment, our gear, and the actors. And
me and Cameron didn't even sleep in a tent. We slept in sleeping bags and a pillow right by the fire.
Yeah, we did every night. And it's maddening, because you're going till 5 a.m. coordinating the next day. It's like, all right, everybody, good night. Some dirt, by a campfire.
Face on dirt.
We're like, all right, well, action. What time is it?
So, it was the desert. The stories. We all as a team worked together in making these films. So not only were we actors and producers and directors, but it just worked together as just a crew.
Very much so. Yeah.
Just lifting the equipment and walking half a mile out over rocky terrain in the desert, down canyons with ropes, pushing the equipment down to film the movie, and then 2 seconds later being like, okay, you good? Good. Action. You know where you're coming from? No. It doesn't matter at this point. Let's just get it done. The stories are wild.
But it added to our relationship, just being stuck in the desert in tents, not washing for 2 weeks. We smell like shit. We look like shit, but it worked for.
So we're bringing that up. We're bringing that up. We didn't shower for that.
I didn't know that. I wasn't talking to you beforehand.
Now the cat's out of the bag.
We didn't shower for about 2 weeks.
A little too method. We went a little method.
Very method.
Out there in the desert.
What was your inspiration for this movie?
It was really greed. The movie sort of got started in like 2008. The economy had just crashed in America. And I had been writing this idea for a script about 3 men that go into the desert to retrieve something. Right? And it was supposed to be about the dynamic between 3 people. But this thing came about, and I thought that was a good idea for an independent project. But then everything had happened with the economy. You had all the Bernie Madoffs and all these situations, and the Wall Street, and it was just greed was everywhere. It was we were living in we're Americans living in a very greedy world, and I thought it'd be interesting to make a sort of gritty American picture that's really just about greed. That's the underlying theme of it all, and that was, I guess, at the end of the day, the inspiration.
What do you want the audience to get out of this film?
I think if they can go home with happy, having an enjoyable 90 minutes or so, slightly lesser, and coming out here to see actually if they can recognize the stylistic approach to this movie, recognizing what Cameron, Mike, Tim have done along with Danny on the movie. If they can go back, this is about building a brand and a style for the movie, and if they can go back recognizing that signature, I think that would mean a lot to us, and see what we can win in the future.
It's a fun film, and just appreciate it, what we tried to do.
I want some respect.
I want some respect is what I want. I want them to look at me and bow down after every time I walk. I want them to know who I am.
They will know. They will know.
What does Raindance mean to you personally and professionally?
It's been raining every day since I've been here. I know exactly what Raindance means. I get it. Great name.
It's you know, it's an opportunity to show people what we do and what we can do, what we have the future potential to do, and it's just a stepping stone, you know, right now for us in terms of what we're trying to achieve. And it's great. It's awesome.
Yeah, it is great to bring out independent films in the UK. I think it's really awesome.
Appreciate being here.
Yeah, it's an honor that they accepted us, obviously, because there's some great history to this festival and the films that have been accepted here. So it's great, you know.
Right after we finished production on this one, probably 3 months later, we started production on our second movie, which is in post-production right now, and it's called The Miracle Man. It's a comedy mockumentary about an inept film crew, documentary film crew following this guru healer, and it's great. It's very fun.
It's a movie about family,
family,
and that's what
yeah.
happens when you make a movie. You become family with the people you make it with, ideally, you know. Well, I don't think ideally, no matter what. Some families love each other, some families hate each other. Either way, you become a family. And I think we're a family that loves each other.